It's that time again. The new stage is now set, so let the party begin. Everybody knows the name of the Dallas Cowboys. Let's go Cowboys.
Hello everybody and welcome into another edition of the Cowboys Fan Show. I'm your host Tyler Ortega, joined as always by my co-host Scott Jeter. Now Scott, the Cowboys were in Arizona on Monday Night Football, and I just got one question for everybody out there. How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, I'd say that we're back. I mean, it took a little time to get us going. I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't say I was nervous for that. I think I was even texting you at home, Tyler. But yeah, I'm not ashamed this week to show these highlights. Yeah,
let's go ahead and just jump right in here. This is the film room. Let's check out, as I said, the Cowboys visiting the Arizona Cardinals. This one going down on Monday Night Football. Carson Palmer gets us going here over the middle, over to Jermaine Gresham. And that was the very first play of the game, Scott. We would see a lot of Carson Palmer tonight.
Yeah, we sure would. Over the middle of the field, to start out, it looked a little bit ugly. I was yelling at Jeff Heath through my teeth, actually, for the first 10 minutes.
It was Andre Ellington picking up the first down now. Cowboys getting a lot of pressure on Carson Palmer. Doesn't matter here as he connects with his receiver for the touchdown. Cowboys fall behind early, Scott, 7-0.
Yeah, same thing, right over the middle, needed to make some adjustments.
And that was one of Palmer's, I think, two touchdown passes on the night. He was 29 of 48, had 325 yards. Here goes Larry Fitzgerald, the all-pro wide receiver, one of the greats. I think you could slot him in top 10 all time.
Yeah, first ballot Hall of Famer?
Definitely.
Easily.
Definitely. First class man at that point.
Yeah, really good guy out there, Fitz. Hard to root against him, but I was.
And there's Andre Ellington there catching the slant over the middle. He's going to be dragged down by Sean Lee. Sean Lee again led the Cowboys in tackles. 36-yard field goal here early in the second, and it's sent wide to the right, Scott. This would be a huge point in the game.
Yeah, that's why I think momentum just swung right there for us, and then things really started rolling.
And here goes Zeke Elliott, number 21. He had 8 yards all of last week against the Denver Broncos. Picks up about double that on that one run there.
Yeah, and if you're going to stack the box on Zeke, here's what he's going to do is he's actually going to make you pay when he gets to the second level and there's nobody out there.
And well done there by Bryce Butler, who had himself quite a good game, Bryce did. We'll get to that in just a second. But we talked about it last week, Scott, the play calling. Zeke only ran the ball 9 times. Dak threw it 50 times.
Yeah.
There was a lot of running going on here tonight.
You got to have a more balanced attack than that, guys. Absolutely. I mean, feed the man. He got drafted number 4 overall for a reason. The offensive line is the strength of this team. We got to use it.
And there's a sack there by Malik Collins, one of his 2 sacks on the night. Cowboys still trail those 7-0. Now Dallas trying to run the 2-minute offense here, trying to get some points up before the break. There goes Dak on a play-action pass, and he's going to find the rookie making his very first debut here, and that's the Cowboys' first down. We've got about 1:20 left to go, first and goal here. And it's going to be a read option, and Dak is just going to Superman over the pile. And go ahead and tell him about that play call there, Scott.
Oh, loving it right there. I was actually screwing with the TV as well. I thought the play calling was a little too predictable. Then we started moving the pocket around, and man, then Dak really just took over.
Yeah, beautiful little read option there. And you said, the play calling, you got to keep the defense off guard. Look at this. The end gets sucked in there to the mesh point. They didn't even bother blocking the end on that one. Just got sucked in. Check this out right here. Watch 44. Yeah. Just totally unblocked. Beautiful play call.
And this is exactly what we got to do. The last 6 quarters, all guys are doing is stacking the box and jamming in the middle right there, and this is how we make them pay.
And now a sack coming up for the Dallas defense. It's Tyrone Crawford getting in there for that one. Finally, 98 does something.
Yeah, he got down there. That was a pressure. The sack went to DeMarcus Lawrence on that one, though.
And now Dak finds Terrence Williams. Terrence Williams had himself a great game here, Scott. This is early in the third quarter here. Dallas on the move, and now ensuing possession. Cardinals starting deep in their own territory, and that's another sack for number 90, DeMarcus Lawrence. He just killed it on Monday night.
Oh, yeah, Carson Palmer is still dreaming about that guy right now. He should.
And here goes Zeke, breaking arm tackles here, running through, taken down by the Honey Badger there. We're still about halfway through the third quarter, still 7-7, so a lot of time left to go. Feed Zeke.
Feed him.
1st and 10 here from the 15-yard line. Dallas looking to put some points up on the board. Dak fires it off to Dez. Trade Dez Bryant, puts on a juke, and he's going to get down. Look at the effort. Trade this man.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of effort like that. I mean fighter. Dez Bryant is a fighter. He's a scrapper. Brings it every week. Always has to have a safety over the top of that guy right there, and that frees up these other guys. That was one of the keys last week. Was the other receivers needed to step up, and this is why. This is why these guys are going to be open. Yeah, because you got to double team.
Check out Travis Frederick getting in here. 15 yards downfield. That's our center right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Getting in to push Dez into the end zone.
Big beard just to shove Dez right in there for 6.
Beautifully done, and we get multiple angles. After they had a quick look at the replay, really nothing to debate. Touchdown for 88. One of his 2 grabs on the day, only had 12 yards, but did have the touchdown.
No, I mean, just Dez being in there, you've got to account for him, and that really changes the defensive game plan right there.
Carson Palmer here, airing it out deep to Larry Fitzgerald. As we said, one of his 13 receptions, he had 149 yards on the day. If you had Larry Fitzgerald in a PPR league, you probably won your matchup.
Yeah, and look at Fitz right there. I mean, he doesn't even have to be open. He's a great jump ball receiver. He can really do it all. Again, first ballot Hall of Famer, making it look easy.
And he's going to work there on Orlando Scandrick. Terrorized Anthony Brown most of the night. Here's a 2nd and 8 for the Cardinals. Palmer drops back. There he is again. That was his 1 touchdown of the night for Fitz. As I said, terrorizing Anthony Brown.
Terrorizing Anthony Brown. He had a rough day. And I'm going to go ahead and say it right now, guys. Best cornerback on the team. Who did I tell you it was?
Jordan Lewis.
Jordan Lewis.
Can't disagree there. First. Jordan Lewis had a heck of a night last night. And for Anthony Brown, poor guy, I feel so bad for him. Last year's rookie year, he came out, just tore it up, secured that starting spot. Well, you get thrown against an all-pro wide receiver here.
Yeah, and the coverage wasn't bad. Wasn't bad.
Yeah, it's just Fitz being Fitz.
Yeah, what are you going to do when Carson Palmer and Fitz are playing like that?
And there's Dak escaping the pressure, finding T-Will again for the 1st down. We're knotted up at 14 here. Let's move along to the 4th quarter. Cowboys on offense, play action. Dak scrambles out, looking, and check out this right here.
Beautiful, beautiful throw. Again, outside the pocket. Dak was moving in and out of the pocket all night, keeping this defense off balance, and these are the results right there. Dak making it happen with his legs.
Yeah, and that was one of Bryce's 2 catches on the night. 2 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown for Bryce Butler last night. So Bryce had himself a good game. We saw him out there getting some good run blocking in. Just a nice little double move there. Catches Antoine Bethea peeking into the backfield, and that's an easy pitch and catch.
Yeah, and 2 catches for 90 yards. I mean, statistics aren't going to that's not really the story of these catches right there. They were contested catches, difficult catches to make. Bryce Butler pulls them both down, keeps those chains moving, gets the score.
And there's Carson Palmer throwing another one. That is ridiculous, Scott. Cowboys would actually challenge this catch, thinking that it was incomplete, but what can you say? Just Fitz being Fitz.
Fitz being Fitz. I mean, that ball should have been picked right there. It's just that, you got Scandrick going against Fitzgerald, who's just a bigger, taller, more powerful receiver. He's going to win every time.
And you can see the slow motion there that it hits off of the forearm of Larry Fitzgerald. Now, this is really impressive in slow-mo, but when you watch it at full speed, I still can't wrap my head around it. It's been about 3 days.
And, I wasn't even mad. I'll take that all day. I mean, you can't have better coverage than that. Good job, Scandrick, on that. Just when you're going up against a guy like Fitz, there's not a whole lot you can do.
So we're still having a few looks here. Phil Dawson, former 49ers kicker, came over to the Cardinals. He'll split the uprights there. He was 1 of 2 on the night. So we got 21-17, Scott. About 6.5 minutes left to go. Dallas just needs to run out the clock here. They're going to go with the play action pass. Dak pump fakes, and he's going to go deep once again.
Bryce Butler, and again on the move, moving that pocket.
Yeah, beautifully done by Bryce. He gets up, tries to run away. They're going to have a look at the replays. It was actually really close between him being down or not and getting that touchdown, but good awareness there by Bryce. Just trying to get himself into the end zone. You can see there Tyrann Mathieu touches him while his knee is still down.
Does he touch him while he's down? I don't know.
Right there.
Is he up or down? When you call it on the field like that, I think that you got to give it to him. Too close to call. I mean, just the effort alone. Give Butler 6.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's why they have the replay system. So job well done there by the officials, letting the play roll on. Let's just fast forward a few plays here. 5 minutes left to go in the game. Zeke takes the handoff, and he gets in. That is his first rushing touchdown of the season. His first touchdown of the season, period, Scott.
And this is what this team was built to do. Put games away, running behind that big offensive line with your powerful back, go up by 11, and it's going to be hard to come back to the Cardinals after that.
You know, my mind was blown when I heard that Dak Prescott's rushing touchdown in the first quarter of Monday night's game was the first rushing touchdown for the Cowboys all season.
You just blew my
Took
mind
him
with
3
that.
weeks.
Yeah, that's hard to fathom right there, isn't it?
So, minute 42 left to go here in the ballgame. Dallas defense looking for a stop. Got an 11-point cushion, so effectively a 2-possession game. They're going to come up with the stop anyways. That's it. That's all. The Cowboys head over to Glendale. They are victorious 28-17. Your thoughts on that?
Oh, it was fantastic. I mean, this is textbook how you win football games. I mean, sure, the Cardinals got a couple of explosive plays on us, and we were going to try and limit those. That was one of the keys of the game for last week. But overall, as a defense, they did a good job. They looked a whole lot better than they did last week. I mean, the rookies are looking good. Xavier Woods actually looked fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
By the time we had the lead in the fourth quarter, we were able to run the ball, put them away, and then the pass rushers went to work, got all over Carson Palmer, stopped, and they didn't have a chance in the fourth quarter. We put this one away.
You know, a week later, or let's backtrack a week ago to this day right here. Everyone was going crazy, losing their minds. What do we do? Everything's gone disarray. In Dallas, the offense is figured out. Winning fixes everything.
Winning fixes everything.
Winning
yeah.
fixes everything. We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Cowboys Fan Show.